Hey, how you guys doing, man? It's Joe D. Let me turn my light on so you can... Oh, how you doing? It's Joe D again. And this is Share Beer Show 438. And welcome, man. Today is November 14th, 2017. And welcome to our virtual pub table, man. Pull up a chair and have a conversation. We mostly, I guess I'll go into just a little bit for people that might not have seen us before. It's a chance to kind of sit in the comfort of your own home or wherever you're at on your mobile device, and just enjoy a beer in the safety of your own environment. You know what I'm saying? And almost like being at the pub with us. You know what I'm saying? We get to chat and talk about different subjects, talk about our beers, and whatever else might come up. You know. Right now we got. What was that, Zach?
The Rams.
Yeah, and talk about the Rams, of course. Yes, thank you. That's my man right there helping me out. You know what I'm saying?
My ass fantasy this week. I just have to go and thank the Rams because every player on my fantasy team shit the bed this week. And then I have 3 Rams players, and I beat the living hell out of that other person.
That's good, see? So, even Zach is a fan through fantasy. You know what I'm saying? So, I have not played fantasy sports in a bazillion years. I really, when the fantasy stuff first came out, I was really into fantasy football for a couple of seasons, and then I just lost interest in it. And that seems like that's when it blew up. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We got a guy in our bowling league who is in, get this, he's in 30 fantasy leagues.
Oh my God.
And he plays for money. Him and his brother won like 5 years ago. They won $100,000 in a fantasy football league.
Wow. That takes a lot.
Yeah. So he's like a huge stats geek. He starts playing leagues in May to figure out how people are going to draft and stuff, and then he plays like low stakes leagues, and then he goes high stakes leagues once his stats have told him what he wants to do. Yeah, he puts in like $5,000 a year into leagues at least.
Oh, jeez.
And I mean, it's a part-time job for him, right?
Oh, it is. Yeah, I mean that's he works and then he does that.
Yeah, and when he's working, I'm sure he's doing that because
He's a programmer. So he's all into it. But yeah, I mean, he literally spends like 20 hours a week on it.
Yeah, if you're gonna, you can make money at it, like you just heard.
Oh yeah, he does. He makes a good part-time income doing it.
Yeah, you can make but man, you're gonna work for it. I mean, you really
spend a lot of time.
Yeah, the people that are that hardcore. So anyway, I'll introduce everybody. We got Andrew in here now. We got Bum, Mark, Thomas, Tom, and Zach. How you guys doing, man?
Doing good. Excellent.
Another Tuesday.
I'll start out with Tom, man. We don't start out with Tom too much. What are you having, brother?
I've been aging this for about a year. They're out of Clown Shoes, Hammer of the Beast.
Oh,
okay.
It's a Imperial Stout in barley wine ale aged in rum barrels.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Didn't I read that Clown Shoes just got bought out?
No way. Really? When?
Sure.
I don't know if it was by Bud, but I don't know. You'll have to look it up. I thought Clown Shoes just got purchased, or maybe they purchased somebody.
Let me see. Let me look up this beer that Tom's having real quick.
I know they do all subcontract, like a subcontract brewery.
Yeah.
They don't actually have a brewery.
So they're all contract. Here's the Untapped for that beer. We've got 9,800 in totals and 124 in the last 30 days. 12% ABV. It's a hell of a stout, an imperial stout, by the way. 75 IBUs, 4.15.
I'm looking on Google here. According to what Google says, Harpoon bottom.
Wow.
Dated October 30th of this year.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm actually kind of glad.
All I typed in is Clown Shoes brewing buyout, and boom. There's three headlines. One's Boston Globe, another one's Biz Journals, another one's Boston Herald.
Hey, we got Paul in here today, man. How you doing, man?
Good.
Hey,
How
bro.
is everyone?
All right.
Hey, Paul.
Hey, Paul. I figure we better get to Paul right away. We never know when he has to jump out.
Yeah, it is bath night. For the kids. For the kids. I was going to say, Frank and I hang out in there. Don't worry
The kids
about
are
that.
you.
It's bath day. So every Tuesday, whether you need it or not,
You get in the bath. Yeah.
you get in the bath, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. You get in the bath. You know what I'm saying? So there is share a beer on Tuesdays, and it's bath night, everybody. And it happens to be a Taco Tuesday. So
We did have Taco Tuesday today too. So
Oh, Jesus.
so you did the whole trifecta, man. You did share a beer, you did Taco Tuesday, and bath day. So
and maybe share a bath.
Okay. Jesus.
That's hilarious. What an entry, man. What an entry.
If you hit share a beer, Taco Tuesday, and share a bath Tuesday, is that trifecta?
That could be
a really bad
So
trifecta.
it sounds like
trifecta.
that could be a thing, huh? I don't know if I necessarily want to share a bath with any of you guys. I'm sorry, but I'll share a beer, but that's like my limits, man. So is that a Cinderson thing now? Is that like you take baths on Tuesdays no matter what?
Oh yeah.
I really haven't asked one that, but I really don't want to know either. So.
It's engraved in your DNA.
Yeah. I don't give a rip. You know what I'm saying? You're like you're telling the boss, look, dude, I got to get off on time today because it's bath
night.
My wife just started the bath.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? She says she's gonna start without me. I don't miss bath night, man. That's it. I gotta wait for Tuesday again.
There are some things that cannot.
That was great. I'm sorry, Paul. So what are you drinking, my friend?
I pulled this out of my fridge. It is a Lightkeeper Blonde Ale from Great Lakes Brewing.
Oh.
So I haven't opened it yet. Let's pour it and see what we got here. Something
nice color.
Really light.
Yeah, Great Lakes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I like Great Lakes. We get a lot of their good stuff around here. So
yeah, Paul, is it me or are we just starting to get Great Lakes cans in our area? Like,
yep. This is the first one I've had. First can.
Yeah.
They're out of Ohio, so it shouldn't take them long to get out there, Bum.
Yeah, it's
lost.
We get all their stuff here. So nice little can. It's got a little lighthouse on it. Lightkeeper Blonde Ale. Inspired by the Marblehead Lighthouse, the oldest operating on the Great Lakes.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Really new.
Yeah, so
6.6. Yep.
So you got this is for the
tasty.
2017 variant, so that's this year's. So I'm sure if we went to just the general Lightkeeper, I'm sure you'd get more ratings than this. But 324 for this year, 16 in the last 30 days.
I don't know if I've ever heard of that one from Great Lakes before. That might be a brand new one.
Yeah, I
think it
haven't
might
either.
be.
But Bob, you might appreciate this. This was in the Market District bottle pack thing. So I don't know. Usually they put the ones they can't sell in there. So I don't know.
What's the date
I
on
don't know. It's pretty good. It's a local grocery store that sometimes sells bottles, or cans.
I know of what you speak.
Yes.
Yeah. Giant Eagle.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's right.
Giant Eagle.
Blondes are nice, for those people that are new to craft beer. Blondes are generally another nice, easy drinking kind of beer.
Mm-hmm. Blondes are usually easy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, not all of them,
also
right?
Good for share a bath night too.
That's a good name.
Yeah, they go great with share a bath.
Yeah.
Is that your show title?
Yeah, share a beer. Yeah, Tuesday bath night. That's got to be the show title, right? It's also bath night.
Look how many more people might click on.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I think the picture of Joe in a bath, I think everyone would run the other direction.
I hope they do. Yeah, I hope that's not clickbait. I hope that is not clickbait. I'm telling you what, man. Hey, Andrew, what days do you take baths?
Every morning when I get out of bed.
Really?
I don't do baths. I do showers.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's my side.
What's good about Mr.
The water displacement in me in a tub? No.
It's more like a hot tub for you, right?
Yeah, that's about it.
That's hilarious, man. That was great. I swear.
Yep.
It's also bath night. That's great.
I take showers every morning.
Yeah. Yeah. It's so you're a shower guy. I'm a shower guy. That's Bum. Are you a shower guy or a bath guy?
I have not taken a bath. There was some reason I took a bath like two decades ago or something. When
I don't know what.
I don't know. I did some kind of maintenance work on the shower walls or something, so I was forced to take a bath.
Jesus. One day far, far away. Right?
Yeah, one day far, far away.
But no, showers all the way. I've never quite understood the concept of baths.
Well, there's water, and then
you sit in it.
No, I mean, yeah, exactly. And I'm
soap. You use soap.
No, that's not what I mean. I mean floating around in your own ball water. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Plus, it takes, by the time you get the bathtub full to take a bath, you could have already been taking a shower and been done.
Yeah.
Now we all know Kramer, like famously took baths and showers.
Oh, yeah.
Mark, shower, bath guy.
I'm almost exclusively shower. Yeah. I'm kind of like Bum. I haven't taken a bath since the 90s at some point.
If someone took this all apart and they could just take that part and be like, yeah, I haven't taken a bath, and you know what I'm saying? Just taking that part out on its own.
I think actually the last time I took a bath was in 1997, so it was 20 years ago. It's when I had the chicken pox. I got the chicken pox, and I was like one of those baths where I put the Aveeno itch reliever, and I just soaked in it because the chicken pox itched so much. Yeah, but that was the last bath. That was 20 years ago.
God, that's hilarious. Tom, bath or shower guy?
I usually 80% showers. Once in a while, I'll take a bath, like some Epsom salt or something like that. Maybe I'm a weirdo, so I'll experiment.
Okay, so are you
Tom? I think we all are.
Are you the water filter on the shower head guy?
No, I don't have that.
Okay.
I've done like I've taken a bath with like hops and stuff, like put it in a mesh bag.
Oh my God!
Wow, he's soaked.
And then I've soaked with like I've done
Fresh hop.
He's fresh hop.
He takes harvest baths.
Yeah,
Harvest baths.
Now, what kind of hop did you go with? Wow, this has got tons of legs.
I got off eBay. I got nugget hops. I got
Nugget. Got them off eBay, no less.
Now, is that a citrus or a pine?
Citrus or a pine.
That's good. It's going to be a New England style bath or a West Coast style bath. Juicy.
Oh, Joe's having a field day.
Oh, so was it juicy or what was it? Was it a little resiny, a little funkiness in there, a little funkiness? Like what?
It's a noble hop.
Noble hop now.
Oh my God.
Very nice. Surprising.
Oh, this is great. Oh, look at that. Poor Paul. All of this is so
all this over bath night.
Glad I could help out here.
That was great.
Hey, Paul, perfect night to chime in. We'll have to have you in more often.
Yeah. Oh, God, that was hilarious. So, Mark, what are you having, brother? We didn't get to Mark yet, right?
No, not yet. I'm having another one of these old stock ales from North Coast Brewing.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, those are good.
2017, and I bought a 4-pack, so this is the second one. So I've got 2 left. And the thing that was good about this was I said it has the best by date is February 2033.
What? Wow.
Yeah.
I've seen you post that. I've never seen it before.
Yeah, it's crazy.
What's the expiration again?
February.
You heard it right.
Best by February 2033. So 16 years out.
2033?
Yep.
Holy.
Oh, though.
Yeah. So I'm actually thinking about, I'm going to take one of these. I'm going to put it in the basement. And if we're still doing share beer when I retire, which is hopefully in 10 years, I will open one of these up. So, and if I'm still, I'm not retired 2033, I'll open it up anyway.
What kind of beer? I've seen it before. I've never had that.
It's an old ale.
I opened it up. I had a 2009 that I opened up. I think it was earlier this year, and it was 8 years old. I think I did it on this show. And it was still really, really good. Really, really good. So,
and their beer is still good this far out. Wow.
Oh yeah. No, what's the
ABV on that?
Here's the Untapped on it. It's 9,500 in the total ratings. 285 in the last 30. 13.75% ABV.
Yeah, this is the 2017, and it's 12.
And it gets a 3.93 bottle cap rating. Yeah. So it's a solid beer.
Now, see, that's the problem with Untapped. Looking at that there, you will see vintages for beers where there shouldn't be a vintage. And there's an example where it's a vintage every year, and there's a listing for a general old stock ale, which there is no general old stock ale. There should be and will be a listing for every individual year, and they've been doing it at least 15 years.
Yeah.
That listing that you're looking at, Joe, shouldn't be there.
Doesn't have a 17 in it. Yeah. I haven't. I think I looked, and I didn't see a 17.
Oh, here's an old stock Cellar Reserve brandy.
Ooh.
Yeah. No, they do some good stuff. I mean, they're the same brewery that does Old Rasputin.
Yep.
And
one of my favorites. Ooh.
Yeah, it's a very good beer. They do have a 2017. Yep.
Oh, they do. Okay.
No, Tom, it's North Coast.
North Coast. Yeah.
You don't see much stuff from them other than that in the Old Rasputin. What else do they brew?
Red Seal Ale.
Brother Thelonious.
Brother Thelonious. Yeah. They make another stout called Old Number 38 stout with a green label and a locomotive on the front. You would like that, Andrew?
Yeah.
I'll have to look for it.
There is an old stock ale 2017. It's got the correct AB. I gave it 4 1/4. I mean, it's a very good beer. It's very drinkable now, and I would imagine if you keep it halfway decent, you're just in a dark corner, it's going to be plenty good in 10 years.
I thought you said you're going to drink it in a dark corner.
Well, it depends how things go. Yeah.
Hey, Zach. So what beer and cigar are you having?
I just finished up a Christoph Lingero Maduro, and finished off the can of Yeti with that.
There you go.
Oh, nice.
Just a regular Yeti, straight up Yeti?
Yeah, it was just one of the regular Yetis.
Which is still an excellent beer.
It's Olivia Series O.
Oh, okay. What's the?
I'm going to go with a brown ale.
Oh, okay. Right on. How's that one smoking?
Wonderful.
That's not a special Colorado blend, is it? Or
no. It's too early in the day for
that. It's still too early. Okay. That's
And I'm trying to cut off the Taco Bell, so
Oh.
Yeah, you got to quit one thing in order to stop the Taco Bell habit.
And Andrew, are me and you having the same thing, bro?
Yeah, I got H2O here, and I have a dead golfer here.
What's a dead golfer?
Yeah,
Arnold Palmer. No,
There you, Paul's got it.
yeah.
All right.
50-50 lemonade and iced tea.
And iced tea, yeah.
One of my favorites.
I actually have one of those every single night, believe it or not.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when I go to the truck stop and Quartzsite, I get the large cup and I fill it with the small Sonic type ice that they have in there in that machine. I love that Sonic ice. You know what I'm saying? And then I 50-50 it. I put half iced tea and half lemonade in there every single night, man.
Yep.
Have you guys ever tried making one with the sweet tea vodka?
No, that sounds pretty good though.
Yeah, it makes for a pretty nice little cocktail. The sweet tea vodka, a good lemonade, mix a little bit of good tea in there too, because half and half onto vodka might be a little much.
Yeah. Depends how your day's gone. You can always do a half and half and then just sit in a dark corner and then you'll be fine.
I did finally have that Sprite cranberry flavored Sprite with vodka Sunday, which was very good. It was really, really good. Mm-hmm. With Absolute.
Okay.
I really do wish that there was some way to log that sort of thing in here, because I'll finish up my night with with a couple of mixed drinks like that, quite a bit. I'll have, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 beers, and then, finishing up with some hard liquor,
Mm-hmm.
It would be cool if they can add like famous drinks in there or something like that, and then you can mark it from where you got it from, and then the whole 9 yards. Instead of just, they could probably do more than beer, like you're saying.
Yeah, well, I think that because they have some stuff in here that's already kind of borderline beer. You know what I'm saying? It's really not. They have a lot of those like malt beverages, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
And they do have Budweiser. So why the hell not?
Yeah. Yeah. They put Budweiser in the beer category.
Yeah, if you've got Budweiser there, then why the hell not, right? Dilly. Dilly. Did anybody see that other Budweiser commercial? I only saw it one time this weekend, where the guy's got like a football helmet on and all the gear, and like they're in like a zombie apocalypse, and he runs inside and he has like the supplies, a bag of supplies, and he puts it down there, and he's like, yeah, I got it, man, I got the stuff, and he dumps the bag, and he's got like food and a little bit of medical supplies and stuff like that, and they should be all happy, right? And they're like, dude, where's the Bud Light? And there's a little window over there in the little whatever type of place they're hiding out in, and they look out that window and they can see the old rundown gas station just across the way. Clear view of that gas station. In the gas station window, you can see the big thing of Bud Light, you know what I'm saying, in the gas station. And there's zombies all around this thing. And they're like, dude, it's clear. You should go get the Bud Light. Like, what's the problem? You know what I'm saying? And he's got this face like, are you kidding me?
All the zombies are drinking 40s, so they're fine.
And then they open this little mini fridge, and they've got like 12 beers still in there, and they're like, we're about to run out. What's wrong with you? It's great. I love it, man. Budweiser does have some great commercials. Their commercials are excellent. And Bum, what beer are you having? And then you could just go right into the malt liquor.
Yeah, right into malt liquor.
Okay, that's fine. My warm-up beer was yet another bad beer in a beautiful Penguins can. I'm sure you've seen these, Paul. The Labatt's. This is the light version. I had the regular Labatt version last week.
And which is less bad?
The regular Labatt was a little bit less bad.
Okay, all right.
And pretty soon I'm going to be drinking an Iron City version, which may be slightly less bad, but it also might be slightly less bad. It's to be determined. So
you should do that by rating. This beer was less bad. This beer was less bad.
So my show beer tonight for the duration of the show. Now, anybody that follows Joe on Untapped saw that I forget what beer he checked in, but he earned the Better Together badge on Untapped.
Yeah.
And in honor of Joe getting the Better Together badge, I am drinking a beer called Better Together.
Oh, cool.
Oh, awesome.
This is my second in a row. I had the one last week, that 40 ounce of the Audacity, that Kolsch last week, that delicious Kolsch. This is from Batch Brewing. This is also from Batch Brewing, Better Together. It's an Imperial barrel-aged stout.
What's the size of that bottle?
A 500 milliliter.
Ooh.
Okay.
So that's what 16.9. Yeah. You can see this cost $14. I got this in Detroit.
Okay.
Shout out to Steve's Party Store.
Steve's, that's a great name, Steve's Party Store.
Mm-hmm.
Do they sell 40s? I mean, it can't be a party store unless they sell 40s.
That is where Malt Mustang picked up that 40 of Schlitz Bull Ice to send to Fear.
Steve's Party Store sells 40s.
Yeah, yes, they do.
I'll show that Untapped real quick, Bump. Yeah. You got 485, 7 in the last 30, 10.2% ABV, 43 IBUs, and a 4.01 bottle cap rating.
So you can have it, Tom. If you can get one, you can have one.
I know, it's by
1/100th of a point.
They call it a hybrid Scotch ale plus Imperial Stout. Just barely a Tom beer.
And you know what? On the label on mine, it's listed as 13.5 ABV.
Okay, so that's more accurate.
Obviously changed it up. You know, I'm sure when it was first listed on Untapped.
Yeah.
But this is, I mean, hate to say it, but this is your standard run-of-the-mill barrel-aged Imperial Stout, meaning it's incredible.
Yeah.
So next year when I go back there, I'm going to be picking up more from Batch Brewing. They're 2 for 2. My God. A 5-month-old 3.8% Kolsch that I drank last week was one of the best, smoothest beers I've ever had. So if you can do a low ABV beer that well, and they can also do something like this that well, they're obviously on the right track. I had heard good things about the Batch stuff, so I'm going to go visit them again next year. If not the brewery itself, I'll be picking up stuff at Steve's Party Store. Which leads into the Malt Liquor Report.
All right.
Malt Liquor Report.
Yep. I mentioned about Malt Mustang sending that 40 to Fear, the Schlitz Bull Ice. I'll get to that in a minute. For a change, we are going to lead off with the chairman, Steel Worldwide, for a change here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we haven't heard from the chairman for a while. This past week, the chairman was one angry man. Yeah, first of all,
as opposed to
well, that's
less angry.
Yeah, that's
less angry. Yeah, that's
no. I will tell you, he's ended up being a happy man because the McRib is back.
Oh, it is.
Oh, yeah. McRib.
Yeah.
I gotta
that one out. You know what? I should be mad because I cannot find a McRib in the whole state of Arizona. I think
Well, Joe, the chairman went all last week not being able to find one. He posted a video called Waiting for the McRib. A couple days later, he posted another video called Losing Patience Waiting for the McRib. And he eventually gave up on trying to find it in his area, which I'm still not quite sure exactly where he's at.
No, I have the camera off.
He traveled to got in his Camaro and traveled to State College, PA, which is about 3 hours away from me. I'm not sure how far he had to travel for that. But he traveled
3 hours.
I'm not quite sure how long it was. It's 3 hours from me.
Yeah.
I always was under the impression he was in the eastern part of the state, like Fear. So I'm not sure how far he had to travel, but he ended up buying and consuming on camera 4 McRibs and a 40 ounce.
Oh wow.
4 McRibs. As he said, 4 McRibs.
4 McRibs, and I believe it was a 40 ounce of Colt 45. And the entire video itself is 30 minutes. The first 10 minutes shows him driving and going through the drive-through and ordering and getting them. And then we cut to him, back in his home setting eating these. And it took about 20 minutes. And you can see by the time he gets to the end, he is in major, major distress.
So he bought them and then drove home. So they were cold and he had to reheat them?
That was my first thought. He's either eating them cold or microwaved.
Yeah.
So
which they're they're tasty but barely edible right out of the drive-through.
But I haven't
set them for 3 hours and then reheat them. I don't know. That might be rough.
Yeah, you know what? McRibs should be served with that little gauge that they put on Coors Light cans so that you know when it's cold.
Yeah.
They should put that same gauge on there. And if your McRib is cold, don't touch it. Take it back to the McDonald's and get a fresh one.
But I could be wrong. I don't know exactly where he lives. All he said was he had to travel out of his area because he said he kept refreshing the Find a McRib locator online and kept coming up empty, and he had to leave his area. So maybe he lives closer to State College, PA than I thought. Yeah. Maybe it's maybe it's 20, 30 minutes away. I don't know.
Yep.
But I have kind of jumped the gun here because he was angry all week about not being able to get his McRib.
Yeah, the McRib. I mean, there's a guy that posted a McRib video, and he ordered a double McRib.
Ooh,
I was
so he asked for 2 McRibs, but only on one bun, basically.
Yeah, so it is a double.
Ooh, that would be good. I would think that would. Yeah.
It looked good. I'm just hating on everybody because I can't.
I'm gonna have to go get myself a McRib because I can find one within about a 10-mile radius. So I might have to get myself one.
I haven't looked at the signs lately to see if they're around here or not.
There's a McRib. You can go to the McDonald's website and find a McRib. There's a McRib finder, I think.
That's what that's what the chairman was using, and it kept coming up empty all last week.
Oh, okay.
But the other thing, other than him not being able to find a McRib, the other thing that made his week bad, and you can go look at the video and watch this happen. This is an all-time classic. He went to drive to find his McRibs in his Synergy Green limited edition Chevy Camaro.
Oh, Camaro.
Yeah.
Camaro. Love it.
If you look at his videos, he has a couple different sets that he uses. And one of them is his garage. And he alternates between parking his 95 Corvette and his limited edition Synergy Green Camaro in his garage. Well, in the one video that he did this week.
Which account, Bum? Worldwide 1 or Worldwide 2?
SWW2. It's Steel Worldwide 2. And the name of the video is called Celebrating Richard Sherman Ruptured Achilles Injury.
Yes, I see it.
Oh, he ruptured his Achilles?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, no, that was here in Phoenix.
Oh.
Yes.
That was a Thursday night game.
So the chairman did a celebration video for that.
Here's the videos here.
Yeah. But when in the middle of this video, he didn't realize there was a bird flying around his garage when he started making the video. And at about the 3-minute 40 mark is when he first spots the bird, and you see him just start looking around. He goes, "Holy hell." and then during one of his chugs where he's playing his music, you can hear the bird singing in the background real loud. I was out of the room when I was listening to this video, and it scared the hell out of me because I was like, where's that bird sound coming from? But as you can maybe predict, at the 7-minute 20 mark, the bird flies by and takes a shit on the car's windshield.
Oh,
that's funny.
You see this big white splat just hit the car.
Oh, right there.
Oh!
Right here, look right here. Boom! Look
right
at
there on the window.
Look at him shaking his head. He's like this.
Well, at least it was on the window. That's better than the paint.
Yeah.
I mean,
get the air pistol out.
Here we go. It's about to be right there. Watch.
At least it's not on him.
Like,
boom! Look at that.
No, I didn't notice that. His Camaro, he must have special ordered the Mickey's malt liquor green version, because I mean that matches up
Yeah,
perfectly.
yeah. And do you want to hear something hilarious?
Look at his face.
Yeah.
He's like, oh my
He's
god.
like,
When he was driving in that car to pick up his McRibs, you can actually still see the splatter of bird shit on the windshield when he's aiming his camera out of the car when he was driving.
Oh man, that's funny.
Methinks a law enforcement officer would have loved to have seen that. He would have got a ticket.
What, holding his phone up recording it?
Yeah, no, I mean, if you're driving and filming something or doing something extracurricular.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he has, while driving his cars, he has held his phone up to his speedometer where he's hitting 100.
Mm-hmm.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
Ah, there it is.
I thought you were gonna say he's gonna get a ticket for having bird shit on his window.
Yeah, there it is. There he is heading to pick up. There he is picking up his
4 McRibs.
4
Wow.
McRibs.
Jeez, look at all the sauce everywhere.
Have you had one, Tom?
I have, actually. They're not like they're good, but they're not like amazing, but they're delicious. I don't know what they do with it.
But Tom, it's perfect malt liquor food.
They're just perfect. I swear to God. Yeah, they're just, they come out once a year and they're just fantastic. It's a McRib season.
Yep.
And
I can see why you could put down a couple of those because they go down easy.
yeah, they go down easy. They're not super big, to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
But
I'm bummed now. Last year I could get a McRib within a 10-mile radius. Now I got to drive 22 miles to find a McRib. I don't know if it's worth it now.
But by the time he got to his 4th one, he was in major distress.
He's got to do it for the Donald. Come on, Donald's back there.
No, he was probably doing it for Tiny Tim Roushhader.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that. 4 McRibs. There's 3 on the box. Oh man.
Is he getting fries too? Is that what he's digging in there for?
I don't
Did
think
you just
so.
get 4 McRibs or you get 4
napkins.
McRib
Napkins.
combos?
Napkins.
Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely need
He's
napkins.
thinking about using one of those bags to puke into as he gets tired of eating McRibs.
I mean, he did spend a good deal.
That's the last one, right? Yeah.
Yeah, he spent a good amount of time in this video just burping and trying to make room. Has nothing to do with that 40-ounce double malt.
Did he drive home and then eat them? Because I imagine it was
Yeah, that's what we were wondering about. I'm not sure how far he lives from where he purchased them at.
Yeah.
I was always under the impression that he lived out near Philly somewhere, but I could be dead wrong.
Yeah. It looks like that's the middle of BF nowhere, Pennsylvania there. And,
Yeah.
Here's a sign. Here's a sign. Let's see if we can pause it right there.
Interstate 80. Okay, that
80 and
It's either Ohio or PA.
That's PA.
Well, that's PA right there. That's
there it is. Yeah, that's PA. Yeah.
North 26.
So I will have to put Malt Mustang on the assignment there to figure it out. Malt Mustang was actually able to figure out Fear's address on his own to know where to send him the 40. So I'll have to assign this to him as well.
It's funny.
Yeah, we'll have to get clues here from the video.
It's like analyzing the Zapruder film.
Yeah,
that's about it.
Back and to the left.
Back and to the left, yes.
The grassy knoll.
That is.
He bought
that
the
is
McRib
funny.
from the grassy knoll.
That is funny, man. Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, that's it for this week. I can.
Okay.
Yeah, all the other stuff I can say for nothing urgent. No urgent breaking malt liquor news.
No urgent breaking malt liquor news there.
Yeah, nothing that can't be saved till a future edition.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Follow the blueprint, bitches.
I do have some informational type stuff that we can just mention. Nothing I'm a super expert on or anything, but I thought was just helpful for a lot of us, you know, that watch this show. I'm not a medical expert, but it was something new, and I thought I could show it to everybody and make everybody aware of, and you know, but the high blood pressure now in America at least starts at 130/80. So it's a new, I guess they hadn't raised or lowered or whatever the case may be, the high blood pressure standard in 15 years. And so this is now the new high blood pressure standard. So I think they said it's going to affect at least 100 million Americans, something like that. Like it's going to affect a lot of people. Yeah. And so you might want to, you know, I don't know what's high and what's low. I'm not an expert on this at all, but I figured at least I could mention it here, and you know, then the people that, if you think you're on that borderline or whatever, you could mention it to your medical professional, you know.
Well, mine was already high, and I guess now this means it's even higher.
Yeah, you're like, yeah, now there's like a no hope category. Yeah, it's just like I'm buying blood pressure medicine forever.
Yeah, I guess it went down to 130/80 from 140/90. So that's how they captured more people.
Oh, okay. So that's how it's.
So the number's lower, which means more people are falling that. Yeah.
So now I guess 120/80 was a good number. So now that good number is going to lower, I would imagine, as well.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm looking at another article. I don't see anything about that, but yeah, that's.
So that's where that number comes from, the 120. Because I was thinking like, well, what's 120/80? But so that must be that ideal. That's the good ideal blood pressure.
Yeah, normal blood pressure will still be considered 120/80.
So it'll still be okay. So I didn't know if they were going to lower it to like 115 or something over or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
The top number is the systolic, and the lower number is the diastolic, and that's all I know.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that was more than I knew. I'll tell you right now. That was and I don't know if I'll be able to retain that. Oh, but I do. I just, you know, I heard this today, and I was like, well, let me put this out there because this is new information. And so I have friends that are my age in their 40s, and they've literally dropped dead, and which is scaring the hell out of me. So, you know, I have seen my medical professional not too long ago, and I know I'm okay, and I just take their word for it, because like I said, I get these numbers and I'm like, oh, what? You know, but they tell me I'm okay. You know what I'm saying? So, but with these new standards, if you have an appointment to see your doctor, then, you know, maybe you can mention that and bring it up, and hopefully it helps you to avoid that like sudden heart attack. I would just hate to hear that, man. Hate to hear it. You know.
No, I'm interested here. I did a search, and I'm on the Washington Post. So the article about the high blood pressure. You know, at the bottom of the article, they always give you like suggested things to read.
Oh.
So here it is. So the next suggested one to read is grilled cheese sandwich suspected in young boy's death. Yeah. So this
awesome
kid ate a grilled cheese sandwich and died. So
you know what, Mark?
That's just clickbait.
You know what would have been funnier if you'd have went to the bottom of the Wall Street Journal page and there was a thing to click on Steel Worldwide's 8-4 McRib video.
Yeah, there you go.
And a 4 McRib
grilled cheese sandwich. Video. Come on. Yeah. That's just funny.
And then this one I thought was useful because, you know, a lot of people are getting into smart tech these days. I know I'm all in on smart home tech. And those of you that live in an apartment or live in a rental of some sort, or whatever your case may be, you just don't want to install some hardware permanently in your home. Here's the DoorKim, the world's first over-the-door smart camera.
Oh, so, cool.
For $200, no installation at all. You just take this thing out of the box, hang it on top of your door, and shut the door. There you go.
That's cool. That's a good idea, actually.
And the battery can last up to 12 months. So
long time.
It's a long time, and you still have all the same stuff that you have in like a Ring doorbell. So you're still going to have, here's the features, you're still going to have the PIR sensor, which senses activity in front of your door. You're still going to get high quality. You're still going to get two-way audio, cloud recording, night vision, and battery powered, of course. So if you live in an apartment or you live in a rental or you're just like myself, you really don't want to install something hardwired. Or maybe you just, you want it, I don't know what your situation might be, but maybe you want it on your front door sometimes and your back door sometimes, or maybe you have that situation happening. I don't know, but there it is. It's $200. You can watch it from your smartphone, be alerted, be able to talk two-way, listen and talk. And I think that's a good solution for everybody. For the rest of the, so if you don't own a home, there you go, And I've even got something for high-end people here, okay? Your high-enders, your pinky outers, man, you know what I'm saying? Here we go, man. We were talking about vehicles and just paying a monthly payment and just getting a car. Well, here's Cadillac's program right here, okay? This is the program from Cadillac, and whoops, what happened to it? Whoa, what happened to it? It disappeared. Oh, man. Let me go back to it again. Here we go. And they call it, Cadillac expands their book. That's what they call it, book subscription program to LA and Dallas. So now it's available in 3 markets. It started in New York. Now it's moving to LA and now Dallas. For $1,800 a month, okay, you make payments to Cadillac, and you can get a number of what they call, users can reserve time in a number of top trim Cadillacs, including the XT5, the Cadillac Escalade, the ATS-V, the CTS-V, and the CT6. The cars are delivered to a location of the user chooses, and the monthly fee covers maintenance, insurance, and vehicle detailing. Gas and parking are on the driver, though. So for $1,800 a month plus a $500 initiation fee, and you don't own a car anymore. You rent a car, and you can just reserve whatever car you'd like from Cadillac.
$1,800 a month.
That's
wow.
So, and what I was talking about,
for only $22,000 a year, you too can drive an Escalade.
Yeah, but you think about it, Mark, and there's a lot of people now. These cars that they're mentioning here, the CTS-V, the CT6, the Escalade, especially the Escalade, that is one of Cadillac's. I think the CT6 and the Escalade are their 2 6-figure cars.
Oh yeah, they can be up there. Yeah.
So when you buy those cars, a lot of people are paying $1,000 up to $1,200 a month anyway, and then it includes insurance and vehicle detailing and maintenance. So you're basically buying gas for this thing.
Yeah, you got 2,000 miles a month. Looks like a limit.
Yeah, per account.
No, and so you don't have to worry about the maintenance either. It's like a high-end lease where you can just switch out. So yeah. So
they started out at $1,500 a month, and they had to raise.
They drop it down to like $250 a month. What could you get for $250 a month?
they might bring back the Geo, and you can.
Nissan Versa.
A Yugo. A Yugo.
The Yugo. Yeah, I was thinking the Yugo.
You can rent various Yugos, man. You know,
or the VW Bug.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of interesting. You know what I'm saying? So I think Porsche has a program now, and now Cadillac. I think I might have heard Mercedes is starting a program as well. Like this might be the thing of the future if you've got the money. You know, and some people apparently do, man, because there is no lack of $75,000 plus vehicles on the road.
Oh man,
it is not hard to do these days. It is very easy to get a vehicle that is 75 grand. I mean, you're like, can I get floor mats with that? You bet. That's the option that takes you over 75 grand. There you go. Welcome. You know? Yeah.
There we go. Now that reminds me, I had a buddy who is big into cars, and he told me there's a condo in Miami. It's built by or sponsored by Porsche, where your car actually goes up to your unit, and you park the car in your condo unit.
That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. It'd have to be clean.
Oh yeah. But I was like, now that would be That would be sweet.
Yeah, well, because in some high-end houses, I happen to look at a couple when I was here, looking for houses, and they actually have glass-walled garage. Like one of the walls is glass, and so you can see into it. So you can have your cars on display instead of just some wall. And it's that nice, thick, heavy-duty. I don't know how much they cost per sheet, but a ridiculous price. But yeah, so you can have your cars on display in your house. Now, here's more of a beer related article, which I think is pretty cool. Sam Adams now has cigars.
What?
So they have
Sam Adams got cigars, huh?
Yes.
Who's making them for him? I wonder.
It's let me go back to it again. For some reason, all of a sudden these aren't popping up the way they were earlier. Let me click the buy. Go to this. So it's from Ted Cigars, okay.
Mm-hmm.
And let me get rid of this. But let's click on this here to make it a little bigger. Here we go. So you can see here there's a winter lager, a white Christmas, and a chocolate Bock. Comes in a 3-pack.
Interesting.
Do they have any Utopias?
Oh, yeah, no. I think, yeah, and these are a limited supply as well. So for $35, you're going to get one winter lager seasonal cigar. So it's a warm and festive, aromatic, seasoned with lager brewed with orange peel, cinnamon, and ginger. And then you'll get one white Christmas, which is a hazy, crisp, and bright, aromatically seasoned with ale brewed with spices. And then you'll get one chocolate box seasoned cigar. Smooth, rich, and dark, aromatic, seasoned with beer, brewed with coca and natural flavor. So what do you think? Does that interest any of you guys?
I wouldn't mind trying it.
Oh, wait a minute.
Try the chocolate Bock one.
Look at that. And look at that. Utopia's Cigars. So
Oh, there you go, Paul. Seasoned cigar.
There you go.
Paul asks and he receives.
How much?
Yeah, so it's same $35. Look at that. $13 a stick right here.
Uh-huh.
Or
34.
3 for 34 or 110 for a box of 10.
That'd probably be a better combination with the Utopia.
Man.
It's not even like a beer. It's like a
yes.
It's
almost like a distilled spirit. Yeah.
So Utopia's beer is like no other. The 2015 version measures 28 ABV.
Yeah.
And is a combination of different beer brews finished with cognac. What is that?
Armagnac. Yeah.
Armagnac and white. What is that? What? Carvalho's?
Carcavea?
Yeah. Ruby Port, sweet Madeira. I don't know. And Buffalo.
And Buffalo Trace bourbon. Ooh.
So that 3-pack, you get a 16x50 Toro.
Is that a good? Is that a decent size cigar?
Yeah, it's a pretty.
How long would if you lit one of those? How long would you be able to smoke that before it was gone?
Oh, that's
45 minutes.
That's an easy hour smoke. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Depending on how you smoke, it's going to be 45 minutes to an hour.
Okay. All right. So I mean, yeah, it's going to be It's going to be like as long to smoke that as it would be to like enjoy a good glass of beer.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
So you've got this is pretty cool. So here's a better look at the stick.
Limited supply. I think you need to get one, Joe.
Yeah, from Ted Cigars. I'm telling you, man, I'm pretty like, wow, that is cool. That is very cool. So I thought I would mention that, the bourbon cigar. Wow, they've got other stuff here too, huh? Wow.
Those 3-packs, the one with the white Christmas and chocolate, chocolate block. That'd be an awesome. Like pick up a 12-pack and just try them all out.
I think this would be really cool, just like Tom said, to just pick some up and try them with the actual beer and see what you get. That would be cool. But I think this is the first time that they've actually done that with just the regular beer.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought that'd be kind of
lager.
Huh?
I'm surprised they didn't do like a Boston Lager one. Usually with like Boston Lagers and everything.
Yeah, I don't know. This is the seasonal pack, so Maybe they figured it's the Sam Adams Holiday 3-pack. So maybe they felt like, okay, going into the Christmas season, we'll do a limited supply sample, a holiday 3-pack, see how it goes, and then maybe they'll offer, maybe they'll do more offerings. Who knows? Depending on how it sells, I'm not sure. But for those of us that do have iPhone 10s, I have an interesting article here as well. There's been a lot of people posting videos on showing how the screen unlocks, right, with your Face ID. This lady here posted a video on YouTube, and this article's from The Verge, and this is just a few hours ago. It was posted on The Verge. A 10-year-old was able to unlock his mom's iPhone using Face ID. So this is mom. Hey, how you doing? You know what I'm saying? And this is her 10-year-old son, and she shows on the video her looking at her phone and unlocking it. She shows it locked just like you see now, and then she looks at it and unlocks it. She locks it back again, hands it to her son. He looks at it and unlocks it. There's been a lot of this happening with twins. There's been a lot of this happening with a lot of people. I can tell you one reason why this is happening. I can give you one main reason, and I've talked about it a bunch. When you're first setting up your phone, your iPhone 10, and let me take it out of the case because it's a beautiful phone. It needs to be kind of every once in a while just shown out of the case because it is gorgeous, right? So you look at it, you unlock it, it's unlocked. I just looked at it.
You dropped it.
I dropped it. I broke it right here live for everybody. But in any case, when you're first setting it up, okay, and you look at it for that first time, you might or might not be in a low light situation, and you look at it, and then you have to. Each time you look at it, it's learning your face. So the more and more and more you look at it, it'll ask you to punch in your code as well. So if it's the first time you looked at it, it doesn't really have a real good map of your face. And those are the times when these people are doing this. These people are doing this. If I would be interested to see if she had her phone a week and then handed it to her son and see if he could still do it. Yeah. Admittedly, she admitted that when she remapped her face, he couldn't open it.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So that's what's exactly happening. Even twins, when people have only mapped their face once or twice, and then handed it to a twin, and the twin's still able to open their face. They said now that a week has gone by, we're already 10, 11 days into it. The twin isn't able to open their phone. So it learns. It really does, and it gets better and better and better at. And you have to enter that code less and less and less, and it just sees your face. It is insane. It just.
But they need to make it so like it's into the process when you're initially adding your face. Maybe do your face like 3, 4 times, 5 times. Instead
it does it a couple of times, and then the better your lighting condition. But see, the thing of it is you need to do it in different lighting conditions so it can learn what your face looks like.
Yeah.
In different conditions. So I wear glasses. So the first time I took them off, it wanted me to punch in my code again, and it really learns your face. You know, it gets a good map of your face, and then you can also put in there in the settings. You know, if you wanted to do it with your eyes open or with your eyes closed, you know what I'm saying? You can get that specific with it. So if you're one of those paranoid people and you feel like, you know, someone's going to hold me down, the cops are going to be holding me down, and they're going to try to make, so I'm going to close my eyes and so they can't open my phone. You know, if you're that guy, then you could just use the 6-digit code, man. Swear to God. Like, you don't have to use the Face ID. Yeah. That's also an option, man, for the paranoid people out there. You can but you don't have to use it. You can just turn Face ID off and use the code. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like, you could go rob that bank.
Yeah, you could go rob the bank. I'm not, you know, I'm telling you, it's not the smartest thing to do, but go for it. You know what I'm saying? But no, if you've been hearing stories about people unlocking other people's iPhones with their Face ID already, that's what's happening. Or that could be what's happening. In some people's cases, it is a legitimate thing. It's happening. But just like with the thumbprint readers, you know, all this geotech isn't necessarily 100%. You know, it's biotech. I mean, it's not necessarily you know, you can break anything, right? And you know, so there's been people that have done really good, you know, the people that are artists at this sort of thing, and they've made masks and put different sorts of cheeks on the mask and done these real elaborate things and fooled the Face ID after only the first or second face recognition on the phone, and they've fooled it. And it's like, look, if someone's after you to that level, son, they are getting into your stuff no matter what.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Like if
someone wants info out of you, they will get it.
Yes, you know what I'm saying. But for your average everyday Joe, you know what I'm saying. Someone stole your phone, and you're worried about them possibly getting in it. I don't think they're necessarily. I mean, you can crack anything, but it's pretty darn good. So
yeah, I think the bottom line is take a few minutes and do your Face ID in a few different situations before you go out in the wild with it.
Yeah,
I mean, that's probably
just to be extra careful. Yeah, and the thing of it is, even after having it and looking at, I would even say, you know, your first 5 or 10 times, you're going to get asked a lot for that code, and it happens less and less and less and less. You know, as
the more it sees you.
Yeah, the more it sees you. So I thought I'd just mention those things. Maybe they'll be helpful to some people.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I do get asked a lot about the phone still. Like today, I got.
Oh yeah,
you know,
it's a sweet looking phone. I mean, it looks awesome.
How do you feel about the durability? How do you feel?
It's in the case.
You dropped it once.
Good answer.
I dropped it 4 hours after having the damn thing, and it's still here in the one piece because of this $12 case that I put on here. So, yeah.
Use, and I've seen the back break before the front.
Like
fine. The back will break before the front, which is actually a good thing, to be honest, because I'd rather have a broken back than a broken front.
Yeah, then
you know what I mean?
Okay.
But I mean, I've seen one test, and a guy dropped it from his drone 1,000 feet up, and dropped it, and the back smashed, shattered, and the front was just perfectly fine. Still working and everything.
Well,
which is pretty impressive.
Yeah, that ain't gonna happen with me. I mean, I'm not. You know, the last phone I dropped from a droid, you know, was like, you know, no, I'm just. But no, I would just recommend buying. If you're gonna buy the phone, buy the case ahead. Buy the case first. Even if you don't know or think you'll like the case, buy a case first, which is exactly what I did. You know, $12.99 for this case. At $13 was well worth it, because I'm the type that doesn't like to use anything on the screen. I don't like to buy. I'm a photographer. I subscribe to the same method I do with my lenses. I'm not going to spend $1,600 on a lens and then put some damn cheap filter on the front of it. You know, it's just some cheap piece of glass on the front of it that, you know, Canon spends a lot of money and engineering and everything to make that glass perfect in the front. And it's the same thing here. I like the feel of the glass when I first touch it. You know what I'm saying? The softness, I don't know, they just feel great to me. So that's a whole nother show, right? Isn't it?
Yeah. Do you need a bath?
Yeah, dude.
May as well end the show right here.
Yeah.
Get you nice and soft.
That one was great.
Yeah. Bath time for Joe.
Perfect. Yeah. But
there we go.
Yeah,
I wanted to show you this before. I just opened this up.
That's a good
This
beer.
is the Woot Stout from Stone.
Oh, Woot Stout. Let me look that
Nice.
Yeah. And
what kind of beer is that? Imperial? Like,
it's an Imperial Stout.
Yeah,
it's like 12%.
I'm showing 13.
13? Okay, I believe you.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Check back with me in about an hour and a half, and I'll tell you what I thought it was.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, here's the Untapped real quick though. 2,400 in the last 30 days.
I'm gonna take a picture of this thing.
13% ABV, 65 IBUs, 4.17 bottle caps.
Mm-hmm.
So this is even for Tom, and this is 2013 here. So this is a hell of a beer here. What do you got? Drew Curtis, Will Wheaton, Greg Cook, right? Is that Stone?
Greg Koch, the head dude.
Okay, yeah.
That's a huge beer. That's going to take a little while to drink.
Yeah, I think so. I think Pam's going to help me. She's going to have a little bit of it.
Oh, is she really? Oh, does Pam like big beers like that?
She likes imperial stouts and that type of thing. She doesn't like sours. That's for sure. Sours and IPA, she's not a big fan. But
Rod's got a good one. Whoop, there it is.
Whoop, there it is. Yeah. Wow. This is really tasty. There is lots of dark fruit.
Is that a Boulevard glass? It looks like a Boulevard.
Yeah,
glass.
it is. It's a Boulevard glass. Yep.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, this is an excellent beer.
It says pecans, wheat, flaked rye, and bourbon-soaked wood provide this whopping.
I mean, there's lots of dark fruit. I'm getting vanilla, kind of that oakiness. Yeah, it's very good stuff. So.
And you've probably had that out since.
It was $8 for the bottle.
Oh, that's not bad.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, it's a few years old. Did you say it was 2013 is when they did this?
Yeah, Inception.
If you go to a bar, you probably pay $8 for a small glass of that.
It's still really, really good. I mean, there's 13%. That's why I figured it was probably safe, even if they stored it crappily. It was probably still pretty good. It's definitely a good one. So yeah, I'll drink the rest of this, listen to some music, and go to bed happy.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Okay, guys, that's about it for us. And that's a great show title,
bath
right?
time for Paul.
It's bath time, yeah. And it's
Tuesday's bath time.
What was that again? And it's bath day or something like that. What was it?
It's bath.
It's bath night.
It's bath night. Yeah. Oh,
bath
man,
night.
That is great. Oh my God. Well, thanks a lot, Paul, for the show title.
And that's your first show title. There you go. Congrats.
Yeah, congrats, man.
There you go.
Exactly.
Dilly dilly.
Yeah, dilly dilly. Exactly. Okay, guys, enjoy, man. Thank you for all your support. Everyone in the chat, I really appreciate it, man. Mom and CJ, mind your grandma, boy. We'll see you, man.
Right.
Later.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good week.
See ya.